Be nice.
Gentle.
Oh.
Good morning.
Oh.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
We're starting
ouch.
today with golden
Be
retriever
nice.
energy.
Be
And that is
nice.
Lily.
Gotta be gentle. He's just so
Welcome
excited
to Coffee
right now.
Beanery Sip and Share. I'm Lori.
I'm Patti.
I'm Britton.
And this is Sir Willie, who is very excited to be allowed on the couch.
Oh my
Apparently.
goodness.
He is
Thank you.
14
That's
weeks
so
old.
Nice.
And his paws are
And
as big as our hands.
When he
Yep.
grows into his paws, I can't even imagine how big he's going to
He's
be.
not
gonna
going
be
to fit on the
huge.
couch between you. I can tell you that.
Mhm.
I don't
Yes.
think it's going to happen.
Oh, gosh.
He's already spilled coffee and tried to drink it. And,
He jumped on my desk.
yeah.
Papers everywhere.
We had an upset belly yesterday, so he's getting no snacks today, which is very
He
sad.
is not happy. It's like one of his saddest
You
days
guys,
ever.
He sat so good. He didn't bag and he just got little bits of things for me. And then he had diarrhea. So.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Upset
it would be
belly.
the 6 other people that fed him as well.
Okay, but you can't deny that face.
I know.
You
He's
don't
so
deny
cute.
that
He
face.
sits so sweet.
I know.
No, I have TREATS in my office, but it's empty right now, so it's good timing.
Yeah.
They're arriving today.
Oh, nice.
Choking on something.
And,
just
and
like
he eats everything like a goat.
Hoovering up the carpet.
What did we find the other day that he didn't like, though? We found something he didn't like. Or just oatmeal didn't agree with his belly.
Does
That's
he
what it
need to go to the
was.
bathroom?
Yeah.
He kind of is acting like it, isn't he?
Now, Logan, come get your dog.
His
Gotta go to
leash
the
is in my
bathroom.
office.
Yeah.
I think he has to go potty.
All right, I'll text him.
Don't do it.
What Sky did.
Sky did.
Oh my gosh, that was so stinky.
Oh,
Whoa. What
where
happened?
are you going? It's just like a baby.
Happened? Yeah. A very adventurous bitey baby.
So,
He's pretty good though if you say gentle. Do you have to go
oh,
potty?
he does. He's crying.
You can go aside.
And then he spilled a drink on the table and then licked it up. So,
Come on, buddy.
go see your dad. Well, today, hopefully everybody got it. It seems like it's running a little late. Is it because of the holiday or something?
I think too, yeah, the 15th was on the weekend, and then Monday the 17th was a holiday.
All UPS is like super delayed.
But I mean, it is the 26th now, so everything
Oh,
did go
yeah,
out.
it really should.
18th.
It should be there. I've just seen some people that haven't received theirs yet. And honestly, going USPS.
That was actually a different
knows?
issue.
Oh, okay. Who knows?
Everything I've been shipping out resale side is like super delayed. Like
Mhm.
things that should priority mail that should take 2 or 3 days is like a week and more.
Yeah, what's today?
The
Well, Wednesday.
26th.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I shipped some stuff Monday. It says still in
In
whatever.
limbo. Yeah.
Hmm.
Guess I can bring these over
With
now
no
unless
date.
Willie's coming back.
Oh, yeah, who knows?
We're gonna taste coffee.
Willie's
today.
ready for a nap.
But hopefully everybody liked it. This month's subscription, we're gonna taste it, and I love seeing my name spelled correctly.
Laurie, yeah.
Is your name on there?
It is, but it's a boy,
Yeah.
and Little Woman Laurie is a boy.
I don't think I've ever read Little Women.
I love it. And the movie, I think from like the
Mhm.
90s with Winona Ryder.
Yes, really
That's the
good.
best version in my opinion.
It's
Mhm.
really good.
Yeah.
I know. I was in Oliver Twist when
You
I was
got yours
pregnant.
on Friday. Okay, good.
Good. When I was pregnant with Britton, I was in Oliver Twist. I was a bar wench, I think. And the woman was directing Little Women and asked me to, specifically, she had me in mind for a part for it.
Probably Beth.
And then I'm like,
Blonde hair.
I'm 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So I will not be doing that.
Probably
That was
not a
funny.
good plan.
But
That's funny.
it was cute.
One of the flavors I really wanted to do for this box was pickled lime because that is what one of the girls they always trade them at school. But I thought Britton would kill me if we did another lime flavor because they do
It would sit. It'd be here a year later. So,
Yeah.
and it's actually they're good.
So
but
your mic is a bit off.
who's
Oh,
Patty's
Patty's mic is a bit off. I don't
Huh.
know.
Maybe
Willie
it's
was
in her
just
hair.
being a little crazy.
chewing on them?
we were literally trying to keep him from chewing. I don't know. Is that any better? I don't know.
You get your hair. Your hair's so long. Maybe it's interrupting your mic.
Maybe. Wouldn't that be a...
It is actually on top of your mic. I don't know if it makes a difference.
Okay. We'll try to
Maybe
do better.
put behind your
Maybe
shoulder.
Logan sneaking.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
He's
Oh
back.
no. Oh no.
Oh, he's back.
No.
He's like, look at this delicious coffee.
He already spilled the drinks
Oh,
and then licked it up.
Willie. Oh, bye,
Okay.
William.
Bye, Willie.
Hi, Bill. We're gonna take these.
He came right for those cups too.
So
Nice.
I mean, Little Women is such a classic. So I hope people liked this.
I had a
collection.
lot of influencers just say how much they like the flavors. I don't know if they read the book or if it
Yeah.
rang true
Okay,
to
so
them.
this says gingerbread cookie. I'm like, there was something said molasses cookie and
Molasses
something
cookie?
said gingerbread cookie.
Well, at first we had called it molasses cookie, and then I think we changed it to gingerbread.
Yeah.
So they may have both said it, but they're the same flavor.
just in case you're seeing both things.
Yeah. When I
Okay.
make molasses cookies, they're the same recipe as my gingerbread. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I need to go
add
change
ginger
the
to it, cloves.
item names.
You don't add molasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, molasses, ginger, cinnamon, cloves. All those
I
good
still have
things.
more cookies that I was going to bring some replacement cookies for
Yeah,
you.
I
I
need
just
'em.
keep forgetting.
I need them and I don't need them.
I
I did a
hear
workout yesterday at lunch, you guys. I hurt from the bottom of my ribs to the top of my knees.
Yeah.
I know I've got
Oh,
to.
Patty's mic is
Still
not
not
working at
working?
all. No, it's not even registering over there.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Ouch. I'm getting shocked every time I
You
walk.
do get shocked a lot.
Okay, so you're connected to this one.
Something I did in St. Thomas hurt my knee, so I'm going to start working out next week, but I've been babying my knee. And then I had to go through last night.
Which one are you, Patty?
I have a pretty big basement and it's full of stuff, I'm just going to say. And
That's an understatement.
London, our 5th child, is coming home tonight and going through baby clothes because she's due in the end of May. So I was getting everything out. I hate how you put clothes away though, and then it's clean, and then it's not clean.
Yeah, because they get musty kind of.
No, it's got all the spit uppy stuff on it
Oh,
that
yeah.
shows up. So I've got a whole
Yeah.
bunch of stuff soaking in oxy
Is
too.
that-
Is that any better?
How do we see if it registered? Logan, where are you?
I can see
Do you
when
want to text
Patty
Logan?
talks.
Okay, maybe it's better.
No, I think it's a dead battery.
Okay.
I think he needs to bring me a battery.
Okay, I know I got one.
It's
I'm like,
fine.
now anyways.
Okay, I'm still here. I'm just on the floor.
Okay. So we are going to, well, when Patty gets
Trying
back, we'll
not to
start it.
get
But Little
shocked.
Women, copyright laws are just so, you're
stuck.
not going to,
I know. I just need this.
okay. Copyright laws are super interesting because what is it? Goes into the general 100 years after.
Something like that, yeah.
It's so things become, so we kind of look every year to see what became uncopyrighted, if that
Yep.
makes sense. Laurie, you look
So tan.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. Actually, I went to St. Thomas, so I am a tiny bit tan. And St. Thomas is really beautiful. We've been to St. Croix out quite a bit, but St. Thomas and St. John is beautiful. The whitest beaches, bluest oceans.
Okay, yep. Just
Like very, very beautiful. So it's just funny if you could see everything going on around me.
Okay, you're good
All
now.
of the activities. There's lots of activities going on.
We should be good now.
I love when a battery dies.
I can see
And I
Patty's
am too
registering.
ADD for all that going on.
Okay.
And talking.
Hopefully better.
Yeah, I can see your mic going up and down now.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
it is.
I have
Okay.
just a handful of dead batteries, and I brought a handful of more.
That'll work. So the first flavor is candied plum.
Mm-hmm.
So it says sweet and tangy with caramelized sugar and a hint of tart juiciness.
Well, that sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious. Is it
Yeah.
accurate? Caramelized sugar?
I mean, it's a candied plum. It's not just a normal plum. It's candied.
Is that white stuff on candies? Is it caramelized
Sounds
sugar?
wonderful.
Yeah,
Good, you hear Patty.
More like if you cook it in like maybe butter and sugar and kind of get like
Okay. Did AI rate this?
I think Ashley's actually been kind of doing them lately.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Teaching me how to use AI.
So candied plum. Did anybody try their candied plum?
I did have one influencer reach out and say she liked this one the best.
Oh, it is really good. It's such a different, unique flavor.
The one though, I think I told you guys this on Monday. I thought I pulled the most of on Monday was the spiced caramel pear. I think a lot of people like that one just because it's like a very unique.
Very unique.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done a pear flavor before.
I feel like when I was pulling the K-cups, they were pretty
Yeah, and you said that. You
spread
thought they were
out,
even.
or the
Gingerbread
pods.
cookie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't pull this week. I just boxed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I was late. Or
Yeah.
I don't remember. Was it snowing?
No, it's actually warmish here this week. It's like in the 40s.
There's candied plum.
Warmish for us. We're like, this is our first fake spring where we think it's
Okay.
spring and we get excited, but it's not actually spring, you know?
Yeah, we are going to it's
Fall
our first
spring.
dance competition this weekend.
Mhm.
So I will be in an auditorium nonstop.
Yeah. I don't envy dance season.
They
baseball season.
showcase their dances to the parents though, and I mean the choreography I thought was pretty clever.
Yeah.
I liked it. I think once they get the props and everything.
Like we have 4 birthday parties this weekend.
Whew. And one of them your own,
One of them,
Yeah.
is my daughter's.
which is crazy.
So it's in I will say mine was scheduled first. And then the other 3 surrounded it.
And it's the same kids coming to all of them.
3 of them.
No, I just meant like because is it the same school group? Yeah, for 3
But one of
them.
them's the
Mhm.
boys' party.
Oh, okay.
So 3 of them, yes, are the exact same. And then one of them is different.
Okay, so candied plum, super good.
Yeah.
I'm
Ever said
honestly,
this was okay. I love pear. I need to try that.
that's I want to
flavor.
try the pear one. So is this
Mhm.
the pear one?
Yep. This is spiced caramel
This
pear.
is what
Spiced caramel
intrigues me for
pear.
sure.
Yeah.
So spiced
This-
caramel with a juicy sweetness of ripe pears. I do love
Oh, this
pear
smells
flavoring.
So
I
good.
don't like pears. I think they're weird
You
texture.
don't like pears?
Maybe if you like sliced them up or something.
Yeah. My mother-in-law bought
that's
some
good.
for us.
Okay, that's really
when
good.
she was staying with us a couple months ago, and I'm like, I haven't had a pear in forever. And I was like, oh, I made pear applesauce, and it was really good. In the crock
Okay.
pot, you just throw it all
Okay.
together, and it added something
I
unique
just
to it.
haven't had good fruit in a
Yeah.
while.
We got good
Um,
pears at Christmas for a gift from somebody here. One of our vendors sent that pear box.
The pear
And we
box?
all ate the pears.
Those Aldi Cara oranges are like candy.
So good.
Oh, and I tried out that brunch restaurant I was going to take you to a couple of months ago on the east side of Flint. You guys, it's like going to like an upscale Chicago eatery with they have fresh squeezed juices. $6 a juice, but fresh squeezed orange juice is so good.
So good.
So full of sugar and carbs, but whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, so you love the pear. Yeah, the pear's really
pear is
good.
Really good.
Mhm.
It's definitely really unique flavor,
Yeah.
which is fun.
We
Mhm.
made a unique dinner choice last night.
What was it?
Pancakes?
No, it
Oh.
was a volcano mashed potato.
Oh, I've seen people
Have
do
you
that
seen
with the
that?
little dino nuggets.
Yeah, so you do dino nuggets and then you do broccoli as trees and then you pour the gravy
Yeah.
down the volcano.
Oh
the
my
kids love it?
gosh.
Oh my gosh, they loved it. They were
Yeah.
they're like, this is the coolest dinner ever.
Oh, that is really cute.
I've seen it done before, and I was like, that is so fun.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
like husbands doing it and the wives working. And they're like, what are you doing? We didn't do like the massive tray of them. We just did it on their individual plates.
Oh,
So
okay.
each one of them had a volcano.
Had their little volcano. Oh, that's
It was
so
pretty
cute.
cute. That
Isn't
was
it
so
funny what
cute.
you remember as a kid? I remember my mom in a muffin pan making us individual meatloaves. And because I was so picky, I loved it because she only put what I liked in my
Yeah.
meatloaf.
Yeah.
Everybody's was different.
Hate
That is
ketchup
nice.
on meatloaf.
I love ketchup on meatloaf. I don't even think I could eat it without it.
I only eat my husband's meatloaf. Everybody else's
pear
is gross.
sounds I just
Delicious.
can't read.
It says the pear sounds delicious and sounds very unique.
It is very
Mhm.
unique.
I don't know that we've ever done a pear.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I don't think we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
No, I like it. And then the third one is chocolate drop. Velvety richness and hints of cocoa that are pure decadence.
It's always fun trying to come up with like, because I think I like read the book right before we did the flavors and like just trying to find like anything that they ate. And one
Yeah.
of them was like a Christmas dinner. And like, okay, is there anything that's like not turkey and like
Gravy.
mincemeat pie, you know?
Yeah.
That's I think
Anything
you
we
did
can
talk
make into a
about
coffee
mincemeat.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like-
Well, and you don't want it to be all fruit flavored either. So we try to balance the flavor
Mhm.
selection as well.
I remember as a kid, my mom read us like the Little House on the Prairie books, Laurie Ingalls
I
Wilder,
love Little House
right?
on the Prairie.
And wasn't it crazy when you read them and you were like, oh my God, all they got for Christmas was an orange and they were thrilled. And you're like, an orange, you know?
That's what we got one year was an orange and a blow up silo that my
Yeah.
dad had gotten at work.
Oh, nice.
And those blow up silos we loved.
They're
We
so
thought they were
fun.
so cool.
I love that.
Yeah, he worked at FHO or something. Can't remember.
Yeah.
FOH? No,
I don't
No
know.
idea.
I don't
That was the
remember.
hospital in Flint.
It was some
Yeah.
obviously silo thing. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
It's like a farming thing?
I think so, probably.
Okay. Sounds fun.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why we got to blow up silos, but they were super cool.
Um,
So we had my dad married my mom, and she had quite a few children. We had another on their honeymoon. So
it's not cheap.
I growing up thought the world was just really a good place because people would give us food and hand me down clothes, and it was just. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's kind of what we used to do, right?
Yeah.
Is just
Help
take
our
care of
neighbors
each
when they
other.
needed it. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, the internet, right? Reselling your used things wasn't a thing. You just kind of gave them away or had a garage sale.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Well, and I'll be honest too, there's so many scammers now that it's just hard to know who's really in need or not.
Yeah.
So when you know your neighbors working
Actually need
hard and
something,
trying
yeah.
to, do
Yeah.
it. So
Toasted marshmallow. I know. It's so on our list.
it is on our list.
It's on our list ish.
Ish.
Well, we plan already a year ahead, so it's tough.
Yeah. And we've been talking about what flavors we want to make full-time flavors.
Yeah.
So we've got
But we have to eliminate flavors to do that.
Yeah.
And that's always it makes some people unhappy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And usually if we eliminate something, there's something else that's close-ish. So
Well, sometimes, it's just a matter of numbers. I mean, you
Yeah.
look and say, if we only sell this many over a whole annual period, it's just not worth having the flavoring
Right.
because flavoring goes bad and
yeah.
it's just difficult.
Yeah. For sure.
So,
Okay. And your final one is your gingerbread cookies.
gingerbread cookie, warm, comforting blend of rich
I need to
molasses,
go
spices, and a
change
touch of brown sugar.
This. I don't know what the label
says.
says.
Molasses, but I think it says molasses.
Yeah, the label.
Well, and we do, we make the K-Cup lids like a year ahead of time.
Yeah.
And we have to order them because they're in smaller quantities so far ahead of time. So sometimes things get reimagined a bit.
We have all the flavors tasted through September right now. And October is where I'm running into
October is an
issues.
issue.
Yeah.
This smells good.
Mm.
I drank so much coffee this morning, though.
This honestly
Same.
might be my favorite. I know I almost stopped at
Mm.
our store to get a drink because I really wanted a Cafe Caramel.
Uh-huh.
And then Will brought one in. So I was so happy.
I love when
Yeah.
Will brings us drinks.
I
know.
finished
Makes
a
me
whole.
happy.
I had a big cup of coffee this morning, which I don't usually have
Yeah.
that big of a cup. And then Will brought me a drink. And
I had just taken my
Gonna be
last sip of my
wired.
morning coffee, and then he brought me a chai, and I was like, when in Rome.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to throw it away.
And then we're
Extra.
trying coffee. So
Extra
yeah.
caffeine.
3 cups. Well, and I mean, I'm
we
going to say
know
my
you
1
were
cup
like
is like 3
Energizer
cups.
Bunny when you have. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I
How much
really,
coffee
yeah.
have you had?
On days that we do R&D like this, and I've got more to R&D. We won't do it today now that we've had this, but I'm a little wired. I get a lot done.
Mine makes me want to take a nap.
I just think it's so weird. It's not March yet, right?
Saturday is March.
March
Saturday.
is coming so quick. I mean,
I
with
know.
February being short, it just
Yeah.
seems like it's
Already done.
I don't
Flying
know.
by.
Yeah.
Patty says
sure.
pecan divinity.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that
Debbie
would
says,
be good.
You're not a pest.
Oh
Deborah."
gosh,
We know.
It's good to keep
Yeah.
it forefront in
Bill,
our
look at Bill
mind.
getting us back on
You
track.
know-
What's your favorite? I'm gonna go molasses cookie, which
I
I'm
am gonna
surprised.
say that too. It is my favorite. Spice caramel pear, I think, would be my second.
Okay, ladies, what's your favorite? Thank you, Bill.
I don't typically like gingerbread either, Deborah, and I like this.
I like molasses cookies though. So
Yeah.
because I
too.
think it just
Didn't
has
I
a
use
different
molasses
flavor.
in whatever I baked?
You won the molasses muffin or gingerbread
Molasses
muffin or something like that.
and it was
Yeah.
molasses in
Yeah.
it.
Because I had a hard time finding it at the store. I had to ask somebody where it was.
Yeah,
That's
So
on the baking
where's-
aisle?
Where's the molasses?
Yeah.
It was. I swear it was by the syrup or
Oh,
something
yeah.
weird.
Because
Yeah.
people put that on their pancakes too. That
oh,
and
I can't
honey and-
imagine putting that on
Oh.
pancakes.
There's definitely weird stuff people will
It's just so
like just powdered
thick.
sugar. Yeah.
So
Well,
thick, I
your
don't
kids
know.
don't even eat syrup.
Or
no.
I mean, they like syrup, but it's really messy. So, like, if I can get away with no syrup,
No, they don't. I'm like butter and syrup, and they're like, no, we're good.
great.
Because we make
Yeah.
them little Yoda-shaped pancakes.
Oh, cute. Well, maple syrup has got a lot of like really good vitamins in it too. Like as much as it's like high in sugar, it's actually pretty good
I
for
think
you.
the like the dollar
I don't
bottle
think our
maple syrup
Aunt
probably
Jemima's
doesn't.
not the
syrup is
same,
not.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
very thick.
Yeah.
So
No.
the butter rich,
That
preservative ridden one.
that first ingredient is high fructous corn syrup.
Yeah.
And it is not syrup. It is
Yeah.
maple flavored
Whatever
syrup.
high
Sugar.
fructose corn syrup is, I love
I know you do.
it. Don't eliminate it.
The more sugar, the better.
That's why.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No, it's not good.
No, not at all. And honey's another one. I really want to do a hive this summer, but like my backyard probably isn't big enough to have it. Like I live in the city, right? And to have a hive probably wouldn't be good.
They have the fully enclosed ones.
Well, the one that I want, it's from a company in Australia. I can't remember what it's
Yeah.
called.
We're talking about the same
Yes.
one.
And
Yeah.
then you just like, you can get like 49 jars of honey out of it. You just open your valve and like get yourself
But
honey
what if
whenever
they
you want.
escape?
Well, they have to because they've got to
But
get.
the queen
had to
can't.
pollinate.
The
Yeah.
queen just needs to stay.
And
So
they're-
you're keeping the queen captive?
Well,
basically.
Yeah, but I think
that's what
how
you
hives
do
work
anyway.
I don't think the queen like goes out
Sounds
for
like
a
a
flight.
book.
Yeah. I don't think the queen goes out for like a flight or anything.
No.
Like she's like,
If
She
your
just
queen
sits there
leaves,
and
Yeah.
gets
the whole
Yeah.
hive leaves.
Yeah.
So like beekeepers try to make sure that their queen
Yeah.
stays.
But how cool would that be to just, I know you guys don't love honey, but like to just have your own honey and like,
I know.
And I have so many flowers in my backyard.
I love honey. No, that'd be good.
We've
Interesting.
talked about it. I
Yeah.
just
You could do it on your property. You've got enough space.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like honey.
Yeah. But
Would
I
it make
do.
all the bees go to one place?
Well, they go back to their home at night, but they have to go out during the day to like pollinate flowers. And
Oh, because we have like carpenter bees. We don't have like real honey bees.
Well, but you probably do because you have all your flowers and stuff, unless the golf course sprays, which is very possible.
I'm sure they
too.
do.
But they can't spray in our yard.
No, but like the bees might, I don't
Mhm.
know, avoid it altogether. But like to me, like I've been planting pollinating flowers more and more every year. Like I went to Home Depot this morning and bought more because it's like, honey's important. Bees are important.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
I
We
know.
had what? We had wasps
Those
so,
are not
yeah.
important.
at our pool. It's
I
a
can, Logan.
fantastical pool. And it looked like there was a nest. It looked like it was made like out of concrete. Like it was part of the pool.
it's Pooh's tree, right?
Yes.
Or
And there was
whatever.
this thing. And then someone's like, oh, that nest is really. And I'm like, I don't think that's part of the design. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
So a guy came and he suited up and he had a vacuum and he had to put a ladder across the pool to be able to, luckily it
Like
was like over
scaffolding.
6 foot tall. So then he
Oh.
was able to get to the
You're
peak
right,
of the thing. It was quite a thing to watch.
That's crazy.
And then
Well,
he
first-
sucked
Yeah.
up the.
They invited us all over for like a party. And so we're all on our way over, and this guy's like sucking bees off the pool. And so we've got the kids and everything, and they're like, come in the
I just
house.
picture
There's
that.
a guy taking
I'm like,
bees
don't go
down.
in the pool.
Yeah.
And of course, my husband's out there just wandering. This guy's
Morning,
suited up with
Charles.
hazmat.
Hey, Charles.
And my husband has nothing. He's just like wandered around, like doing nothing,
That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
because he can.
Yeah.
And I think he had a fly swatter or something like
Well, and then they're going to be mad for a few hours because they can't find their home while we're having a pool
right before
party
the party.
in the bee
Yeah.
nest.
Yeah. I think I told you guys about the time that we got attacked at our house, right? When we had ground bees right outside of
Yeah,
our
they're
door.
bad.
And my husband reads on the internet that you can pour boiling water and Dawn dish soap down there. And so he made a fire outside and he was just drinking beer or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go do this.
Of course. Yeah,
Alex
of course.
And I was in my bed, like trying to go to sleep. And I just noticed that there was like wasps all around. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? I go downstairs and my house is full of bees. Okay. The back door, like that leads right out to the backyard, is just like swarmed with them. Like they're just covering it. You guys, like, you want to talk about terrifying?
How did they get in
That's
the
horrible.
house?
Well, so we have a dog door right there, right? And I think that because my husband, who was at the fire, totally safe, having his best life, and the door this side was kind of open too. I think they got in through there. So I woke up Alex, and he and I don't know, he was probably 14, 15, with like the fly swatters were just up, like just going. I didn't know that if you kill one, they can smell the pheromones of that, and then they attack more.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know. They
Oh,
just
yeah.
have to get out of here.
I would have been like in my bedroom with a towel under it.
Well, and I'm like trying to signal to my husband, like, we're in distress in here.
And he's just drinking beer by the fire.
having a
Does
great
not
life.
care.
And the
I'm
fire
losing my
probably
mind.
left it all.
Oh, he was safe
Oh
and
my
happy.
gosh.
And yeah.
Have you seen the people where they like start having a bee problem and they open up the walls and it's just completely filled?
Yes. When we got new vinyl siding the year before last, he found nests living in. You're like, oh my God, like, and they're right on the other side of our bedroom. So you're like,
Yeah.
how did they not get through?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus,
It's
that they didn't
scary.
get through.
Yeah, I can't remember
Yeah.
that wasp nest, what he said, but he said, no, this was about to get really bad
Yeah.
because it was crazy. The inside of it was crazy.
Well, the idea of that guy like balancing on a ladder across the pool too,
it was
'cause
so
it's not
sketchy.
on the other
It's
side.
not like a normal pool.
It's
There's
not
like
flat.
fake boulders and
Yeah.
stuff.
It was pretty good. He put it like in that little hole part that is flat,
Oh.
and it was scaffolding. It's like painting scaffolding, so it was fine.
It was sketchy.
It was pretty stable.
I mean, yeah. Well,
if he
and
would have been
doing
any
that, though,
shorter, it
while
wouldn't have
you're
worked.
sucking out bees, that could like, oh no.
well, I mean, what's he gonna do? Fall in the pool?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I guess is what they did in my girl, right? Didn't they run to the lake, get into the water,
Yeah,
and the bees were chasing them?
It wasn't that bad.
Probably
It was
called
just
It was
a
pretty
lot of
sketchy.
bees.
Yeah.
They were like hitting the windows and stuff.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. No, thank you.
And we're all
No.
watching.
There's
Get in
one
the house, kids.
spot where they used to have like a cable or a power run or something to our house, and there's a hole in the siding. And a couple years ago, I was in our bonus room, and I'm like, I hear chirping. And it's like in the walls. A bird had made a nest inside of there, and it had all these little babies chirping. We waited
Oh.
until they were gone, and then we closed it up. But it's like I could knock on the wall, and they'd be like, chirp, 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 chirp. I'm like,
Remember when it happened in the fireplace at the Red House?
No.
At the Red House, we had a fireplace upstairs that went to fireplace downstairs.
Oh yeah, we've got one of
And
those.
it would go through the fireplace and get caught down in the basement one and be on the glass, just crazy. The bird would.
When I was a
So we had to
kid,
put a screen up top.
we used to get birds, like we had one of those attic rooms, and somehow they'd get in from
Oh,
the
yeah.
gutters into our room.
Mhm.
But every time we got a bird in the house, we named it after one of my teachers. I specifically remember Mrs. Janet Smalley.
No.
Was one of her.
Get out,
name
Janet!
dropping.
Janet, not today. Mrs. Smalley,
Oh.
hello, if you're alive.
There
It's
is.
a long time ago.
Keeping animals out of your house is tough.
I hate. Yeah. I mean, how many? Well, I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had bats in a minute.
I'm
But we
knocking on
have a
wood
new
for you.
house, and
You
it was
had
awful.
Bats at every house you've ever lived
You
in.
have.
I.
Well, because you're kind of out like wooded areas too, you know?
Well, apparently, we had the bat person come, and when they make eaves, because it's a covered like gable,
Yeah.
the water can't get to it, so they don't flash it up,
Yeah.
and then critters can get into it.
Yeah.
So he said we had to go,
Flash
and then
it.
those things on your roof that like go with
Yeah,
the flashing or
breezeways or
whatever.
whatever.
If you don't like, and maybe it's not supposed to be like insulate or like
Yeah.
stuff. So
Spray and insulation or
yeah,
Well, there
something.
has to be
So then it can
airflow.
get up there because
Yeah.
you probably do need airflow.
Well, remember when I was upstairs in my attic and I was texting you guys because I was in there blowing it in. I'm like, you guys, I see a bat up here. And I was really freaking out. And I was like, no, it's okay. It's on the other side of the screen because in the roof, you've got the two vents and there's a screen. And then later, Britton sent me a video of how bats can fit into like any
teeny
spaces.
tiny.
And I was like, thank God I didn't see it while I was
yeah.
up there because I would have never gone up there
first
again.
of all, I have no idea what my attic looks like because I don't crawl up
We've
it.
never been up there.
Well, so I was blowing it in.
No,
while,
I mean you're like
yeah.
awesome
I would
because
never go up
I
in our
would
attic.
Well, what's funny is I went up in my attic because I had an
because
electrical
we had
issue.
two bats in our attic.
And when I blew it in was probably like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And you have to like crouch down and I had like a full like hazmat suit on kind of thing or painter suit, not hazmat. And my husband and son were outside dumping in the cellulose for me to blow in. I went up there just like a couple months ago and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Like, and when you're like crouched down like that.
I was like, yeah, Alex, that sounds like a good job for Alex.
Yeah.
Ours
but
has, like,
yeah.
tiny opening in the top of Estelle's closet. And I'm like,
ours is like that too, where you have to fit through it.
there.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling everything out of her closet so I can open this
The
thing.
bat guy
and-
went up to our attic and he said we had two bats, but they were males.
Okay.
So I think they don't procreate then. So when they die, they die.
I don't think
Well,
bats
hopefully
are
they like
asexual.
fly away.
So that's what you have to do. Wait for them to fly out at night and then plug it up.
Oh God, no. We know way too much
Ew.
about bat control for
No.
my liking.
Like a month ago, my brother-in-law was over, and I woke up in the middle of the night hearing this noise, and I thought that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna come out and there's gonna be a bat. And so I get out of our bedroom and I start like walking around. I don't have my contacts in. I can't see anything, you know. Next thing I know, our bonus room is directly on the other end of our like main floor from our bedroom. They had 3D printed swords that expand, and they're sitting there like with these stupid swords.
And that's the noise
it's
you're
making
hearing.
this squeaking sound, and they both look at me, and I'm like, I thought we had a bat. And they're like, sorry for waking
Have
you
you
up.
ever had a bat?
No.
No.
So wait,
why
these
do
are-
we have bats?
I don't know, but
At our
I'm kind of
house.
really interested in why grown men were like,
They're well,
Oh, I
because
thought they were the kids.
no,
no.
it was Jason and Brandon. It was his brother.
Oh, that's funny.
Brandon wanted to know how the 3D printer worked, and one of the first files that popped up was like one of those swords
Yeah,
that
that,
like
like,
The
expands.
telescoping
Yeah,
like
the-
ones.
like that one
exactly.
that looks like a banana.
Yeah, so they printed a sword, and so they were up there playing with them.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
why not?
Because
Right.
you know,
Why
I mean,
not?
that's what like 30-something-year-old men should do. It's just like make swords at night.
I just about killed myself when I was sitting on the stairs in the kitchen. Everybody's gathered around, and all of a sudden a bat just comes from like our bedroom
Oh, no.
through the kitchen. It's actually pretty impressive what athletic feats I do when a
When you're
bat comes.
terrified.
I jump up and I like launch myself like 7 feet, but my feet are not under me. So I just face plant on the ground, and then I go to get up. Sedona's running because of course I'm screaming.
Yeah.
She steps on my hair. I can't get up. Everybody's sitting there looking at me, just face plant on the ground. And all I could think of is my daughter's boyfriend at the time is here, and I had sleep shorts on, and I'm like, my booty is probably not fully covered. So I'm just like, oh, this is pretty embarrassing. And so then I literally army crawl to the bedroom and shut the door,
And cried.
and everybody just is silent this entire time. And then I just hear, is she okay? Like,
Did they know there
I
was
like,
a bat?
yeah, they were all there when it swooped by. Like they were sitting I was sitting on the stairs. They were like in a half circle around. We were just chitting, and it swooped right through the middle of us.
So where did you
Whoa.
launch yourself to?
So I was on our stairs
Yes,
going
yeah.
to the upstairs. I launched myself to the end of the cupboard. Like I just
okay, that's like 3 feet.
launched myself. But when I launched myself, I just didn't have my feet under me because
like the end of the island or the beginning of the cupboards.
the end of the island.
Oh
Okay,
my
that's
God.
maybe closer to 5 feet. 7 feet.
And then I'm just
Face
Army
down.
face down. It was
she
not
okay?
Thank you, Bill.
I know. I just love the silence. Like everybody's just silent.
They didn't even move?
No.
Did they know that there was a bat?
Everybody's just looking at me except for Sonona. She screamed and ran and stepped on my hair when I tried to get up, so I couldn't get up. So
Oh
then I
my
just
God.
army crawled, and it's like 15 feet to the
Yeah.
bedroom, and I'm like
Yeah.
army
It's farther
crawling.
than that. It's probably like 30 to 40
And it's
feet.
totally
Yeah.
silent.
Oh my
And then
God.
when I got in and slammed the door, they're like, all I hear is she okay?
That is awesome. I've never
No.
heard that story. If you're a bat or a mouse, stay away from Laurie. It is not going to go well for you.
No, it's not going to go well for her.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, at St. Thomas, there was,
what?
okay, so we were playing cards, and there's like an orange carpet, and there was the big, like a spider like this big.
Oh, yeah.
And it was orange and black. So it was freaky
Ooh.
looking. So I jump on the table. Because Eric tries to get with like a napkin and is squishing it with a shoe. Well, he doesn't get it. So then
Mm-mm.
it's just crawling up this orange spider on the
Stop
orange
with
rod.
that. Ew.
And it came my way, and I jumped on the table. Thank God it wasn't glass, because I probably would have gone through it. Ran
Oh,
through the
man.
table. Oh,
Did anybody ever get it?
Closest thing.
No, it went down a little crawly thing. So then we had to there's no poisonous animals in St. Thomas except for scorpions. So,
Animals, like,
but
is
it was the
insect
freakiest
spider
looking
considered
spider.
a-
I'm not even scared of
Yeah.
spiders, but this one was orange and black, and you just
Anything
went,
that
this is
big,
not
no.
normal.
Do you ever see like people who like live in Australia? I'd be like, oh, yep, just another day of this like giant,
Huge
venomous
bugs.
spider on the wall.
Yeah, it was
snakes.
Like,
They
it
have
was
more
as
venomous
big as a
snakes.
big
peacefully.
cookie.
Couldn't.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
there's no way.
People
I
driving
honestly-
down the road and snakes like, just crawling over their car and was like, that's honestly like, I don't want to go to Australia. Like they have the most venomous snakes. Like
Would you see Bali with just the spider webs all over at certain time periods?
No.
Oh, so gross.
No.
Yeah.
When we were in
no.
Costa Rica, there were all those things on the fences, and I wasn't sure what that was. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to walk in the middle.
I'm going to put my hand over my head.
Branson got the biggest spider web on him yesterday when we moved the fridges in front of that door.
Oh.
It was like trailing so far, and I had to pick it all off of him. It was so gross.
Bill says he's got your army crawling in his brain now.
It
That's
was.
all he can picture.
And I'm just going to say I'm not athletic. But I think I become very athletic when I'm scared, like jumping on tables and
Yeah.
army crawling like a...
You say snake, and I can box jump at that point.
Yeah, that spider was pretty crazy.
Well, then that's why I live where it's cold, right?
And then you have to
Because
check your
they're
shoes
smaller.
for scorpions.
Oh hell no,
What?
no.
Yeah.
No.
When we
Mm-mm.
were
So I
in
checked my
Arizona,
bed too.
I was
checked my
worried
bed.
about it, but I know it was colder, so we didn't have issues. But we were staying right in the middle
Well,
of
they
the
warned
desert.
us about a couple animals.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank goodness it's too cold for rattlesnakes on our hike.
Yeah, or I wouldn't have done it. 100%.
Well, it was kind of weird at our house that we stayed at. They had, they looked like bug zappers to me. They were little lights, and they were trying to tell me that they are night lights, but they had night lights in the walls. So they had these little lampy things.
Not at our
And-
hotel, I don't think.
Oh, I was
No,
like,
in
I
St.
don't-
Thomas. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were for creepy
Scorpions.
crawlies and scorpions.
Yeah, they're probably for
And then you'd be
scorpions.
sleeping, and then you hear this bzzz,
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm like-
They're probably for
Yeah.
scorpions.
or
Yeah.
these spiders.
What I want, and even though I know that we don't get like venomous snakes very much here in Michigan, we have like one, right? The Eastern Mississauga. Whatever I have to do to make sure that snakes never come into my property, that's what I need. Whatever that is.
I think I would have to do
A
like
mongoose.
mouse, like
You need a mongoose.
like in
Barbed
those scary
wire, you
places,
know?
I'd have to like do mouth tape and stuff.
Oh, yeah, because they say we eat like 7 pounds of spiders a year or something.
Yeah.
Which, how would you even know, right? Like, how do you know I've got
Yeah, how do
7
you measure that?
Yeah.
Measure your stomach every day?
Yeah, that one looks like it's a pound. No, it doesn't.
No.
I think it's like 7
Well,
spiders.
no, think
I
about
thought it
how
was 7 pounds.
how
think
yeah,
so.
because 7 pounds would be an
That's a
awful
lot.
lot of spiders because they don't weigh
I
hardly
thought
anything.
it was like 7 spiders.
This is one of those things we got to Google later, guys. We got to ask Snopes. Wait, you said Snopes wasn't real though, right?
Snopes
No, I
is-
don't think
Yeah.
so.
All right,
No.
we got to Google it. We got to
Okay.
know for sure how many spiders do we eat while we sleep. But yeah, I've been seeing people mouth tape at night, and like some people say it helps them like sleep really good.
It
but-
helps them breathe because you're
Yeah.
supposed to breathe through your nose at
Yeah.
night, not your mouth.
Yeah, I like to believe I'm, not a mouth breather at night, but who knows?
I'm just hoping no critter crawlers are anywhere
Yeah.
near
Same.
me while
Yeah.
I sleep.
Yeah.
I think.
Same.
And that's why we live where it's cold out, because at least they're a little bit less scary.
Yeah, we don't really have that many bad things
Mm-mm.
because nobody likes to be in the cold.
But
No.
every time I go to Florida, it's like, oh, there's that snake in our hotel, and there's that gecko in our hotel room, or whatever those little
That
lizards
was
are.
the most innocent little gecko ever.
But you said, Patty, get your stuff and go. And I'm like, yep, because we had it all figured out because we were sharing a room. And I said, if there's something in our room, you just tell me to go. And she did. And I was gone.
Oh, you guys,
just go wait
I am
outside.
sure the person when I first went to Florida, like I had no idea what a gecko was or anything.
Yeah.
So we went to our hotel room, and in the bathroom there was a lizard,
Ugh.
and I called the front desk and I told them that there was an alligator in our bathroom, and I was petrified. And they came down, and it was the lizard.
They're like, ma'am, do you know what an alligator
I had
is?
no idea. I had no
What
idea.
did he say to you?
Oh, he just, I mean, he was very sweet and took it very seriously and got it out.
Oh my god.
At Orange Lake, I'm assuming.
No, it was
No.
in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh,
At
okay.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh my
yeah, but I was very honestly petrified. So now I realize that they're everywhere and that they're not alligators, but that was just the closest thing that I could
There's a tiny alligator.
God. I just watched this show
Yeah,
on
it's a little alligator.
It's like 3
I think
inches
I
long.
told him it was a baby alligator.
You know what though? I could see where you think that
Yeah.
was a baby alligator.
Yeah, it
I mean,
was,
definitely some similarities,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So he came and took care of it. Well, yeah, when we were in Costa Rica, there was we stayed on the side of the mountain
Yeah.
when London and I were there, and they were like panthers and horrible things. So we came home late one night and we just got the guy and we're like, "Can you just walk us home?" Because we were scared.
Sir, if a
Yeah.
panther's in my path, I'm dead. I'm dying right here.
Yeah.
There's no fight or flight. I'm just done.
When Kevin and I went, they had the switchback thing, and it was so arduous to get up there every night. And I just told Kevin, I said, "If there's a panther, just leave me. I can't
I'm
even
good.
run. Just save yourself, because I'll just be panther food. I'm not running."
I don't know that he's running anymore. He came to our house. He's got his feet all taped up.
I know. Well, he's got he's got a cyst on his nerve of his foot, or a tumor.
That's not good.
Yeah, they did a shot in it, and then if that doesn't work, he has to get it surgically removed
Yikes.
on your
Before
nerve.
Scotland.
I know that's
too.
what he said. We'll
Yeah.
probably have to get it after, but I'm like, I don't know.
I wonder how long the
Walking would be
recovery is.
horrible.
what
Patty,
the
maybe
healing
it's a
is.
thing with people named Patty that we don't like snakes. I mean,
I don't like snakes.
I feel like I could outrun a snake. Like I'm.
Black
Snakes are
Mamba?
really fast.
Don't tell me that. See, I think I could. I think I can outrun a spider usually, except for that orange thing.
I
So-
can probably outrun a spider.
I can't outrun chickens and squirrels. Is what I can't outrun, because I know they're
Or mice?
faster. So my friend that we went to St. Thomas with is a counselor, and she's like, "Laurie, we have to talk about these irrational fears you have." She's like, "What do you think a chicken is going to do to you?" And I said, "I think it will kill me. I think it will literally peck me
your
and
eyes
kill
out.
me."
Didn't we just see something about how many people die from chickens
So
a year?
I had to
Yeah,
research
you
it.
did tell us
So
that.
I was
Uh-huh.
trying to prove my point,
Mhm.
and in proving my point, in 2016, 2 people were killed by chickens, and that's it. So it's probably pretty safe.
And it's not. It's
And
probably roosters.
nobody's ever been killed by a squirrel.
That we know of. Oh, remember the squirrel that they put to death in New York because the guy wasn't allowed to have squirrels? What was the squirrel's name?
I don't
He
know.
went viral.
But yeah,
The
Yeah.
chicken had
the rooster.
it had the things on it.
We don't have roosters.
Claws.
So no, it's a fighting chicken, so it had a spear. I imagine there's spears
They're
here.
no, they're not. They're like
Oh.
like you know how dogs have like dew claws. It's like a spur. It's like a
So it got someone in the femur.
It's a
To
and
be
it killed
clear,
them.
this is not like a spear that they taped on it.
Well, I
No,
envisioned
they
it
got
as an
actual-
actual. This
they
hook
grow
thing.
on them. A lot of people do cut them off of their roosters, but they kind of do that. They
And it-
like lift up and they.
Just like picturing these, like, like,
Haven't you ever seen roosters do it? It's wild.
no,
No,
but I
I've
feel like I'm
never.
going to go down a dark
Yeah.
hole later of
Yeah,
internet
Google it.
videos.
I
Peck
mean,
your
they kill
eyes
each
out.
other.
Yeah, pecking your eyes out. They.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put your face in
Yeah.
front of one, it could peck your eye. They don't typically.
Okay, but
They
speaking,
would like rather do
So
something.
it did make me
colored.
feel better, because I was surrounded by chickens on my beach chair, and I
And those
didn't
are
freak
hens.
out.
yeah.
And but I don't know why they have to surround me all the time. Like, animals love me, and I
do.
do not love them.
They
So-
put knives on their feet.
That's what I felt like. That
Saying.
little. Arr.
Okay, but speaking
So-
of irrational fear, last night I tried something new called AcuDetox, and it's basically acupuncture but on your ears.
No.
And when she put one of the needles in, she says, "This is what whatever this is, it's irrational fear." And I just went like, "Huh? Come again? Like, is this going to help me with irrational fear?"
Bill says
So-
this might be the most unique conversation you've ever had.
Oh, come on,
Patty says
Bill.
she can't
You've been through
breathe.
quite a few with us. Is this the most unique?
I don't think I could stick things like in my ears. Like, is it needles? You put in
Yeah,
your
so
ears?
they're acupuncture
I
needles.
think I need a lot of
why-
those needles.
Yeah,
That's
right?
all
Why
I'm
do
gonna
you do
say.
this?
Okay, my friend Kara is going through her certification for AcuDetox. So she
Okay.
put out and said, "Hey, can I get some
So
So
is there a
someone
weight
did
loss
it
ear
to
thing?
you.
Yeah, she did it to me.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
okay.
but what they do is, I guess there's not a lot out about it. And if you do acupuncture, you also have to get, like, you can't touch ears. Ears is like a no-go zone
Yes.
unless you get certified in it,
Yes,
which is the AcuDetox
because you
part.
can damage it, and your whole ear can fall off.
Okay, I haven't heard that.
No, you can because one of my kids fell.
I'm afraid now.
No,
Logan
one
said
of my-
you get scammed so easily.
One of my kids fell and hurt their ear. They fell off a dresser, and I thought no big deal. It's your ear. And I told my doctor, I said, "Oh well, Branson, I think it was, fell last week," and she said, "Oh no, you have to be really careful on the ear because there's the blood thing going through, and if you break it or whatever, your ear will literally die."
What?
Yikes.
I've never heard of this.
Yes.
Okay, add that to the Google list for today. We've got a lot to Google.
We have a lot
We have
to
a lot
Google.
to Google.
So she's
I don't know.
sticking needles
I mean,
in your
she's
ears.
a doctor.
There's 5 points in your ear, and one is like heart, lungs, liver, and then the other 2, which I don't know, but I thought one was like Heaven's Gate or something. And she's saying like, and then one was like grief. But I sat
Heaven's
in a
Gate.
0 gravity massage chair for 40 minutes while
She poked your ears.
well, she did it once and then
Just
she
don't
walked
touch
away.
the Heaven's
I wonder
Gate.
because
Yeah. Right?
we have no. So
We
I
have no
wonder if
cartilage.
It was all like in here, like
Oh, it was inside.
Yeah.
Because
I
up
don't know
here,
if you
like
can, like
you
we have
could-
no
you could
cartilage
lop
in
off
our
my
ears.
ear.
yeah,
when-
it wasn't anything here, and I
You can
brushed them a
fold
couple
my entire
times
ear
too,
inside
and
of
like
my
they
ear.
didn't come out. And she said if they come out, it's no big deal because I was worried I was gonna like stab them farther into my head.
Yeah, just pierce it all.
Yeah, but no, I just sat in a massage chair with a thing over it. I was like a 0 gravity one. It had a foot massager in it. It was fantastic. Loved every
I
second
would
of it.
be like willing to try acupuncture, but I don't think on my ears.
I was cool with it. And she was going through her, I was the very last one she needed for her certification.
Okay.
And I thought it was great. I don't know what it's going to do for me, if anything. If I could lose 10 pounds, that'd be great.
Ear poking.
I'll be doing it daily.
Yes,
Yeah.
Logan, I do get scammed easily, but I don't know. Some of the Eastern medicine stuff is really interesting. I'm down with some of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like except for when London did that one thing in the pool, but she liked it.
Oh yeah, Kevin bought that foot thing where it detoxes your
yeah.
feet out.
Where they get black on the bottom.
Yeah.
I always want
Mhm.
to try those.
Yeah,
you
I think.
know?
Oh, I'm sure we have one at our house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sweating out black mold, they say that you'll do in the
Gross.
sauna.
I mean, it's
stuff.
kind of scary how much toxins we say we have in our
Mhm.
bodies. so.
Microplastics is the other thing that
Yeah.
we're saying they have like too much, and like it goes in like breast milk and your ovaries and stuff.
So how do you even detox from
I'm
that
gonna
stuff,
say,
though?
have we talked for like an hour? Because I feel like
I don't
we have.
know.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been about 15
Charles
minutes.
didn't leave yet, or maybe he's already gone.
I think he just checked in for a minute because he's teaching.
Bill didn't tell us to go yet, but maybe it's time.
Give me
Yeah.
more of my
Yeah.
irrational fears. I will say, looking up, it did because I am a very logical person, and that's what she said. Laurie, you're so logical. How can you be so scared of squirrels and chickens?
One of my
But it did help me to know that they don't actually like kill people annually.
irrational fears is poking my eyes out with scissors while
Me
I'm
too.
cutting things.
That's a real thing. There's a
Or
name
my
for it.
fingers when I'm cutting coffee
Every time I'm
bags.
cutting something,
I'm
I
like
feel like
this.
I'm just gonna like poke my eye out.
Me too. And I read it, and there's an actual medical
for
term
real.
for it. It's
Like
a real
I
thing.
have to stop
Like
cutting.
you'll see me. I start doing this. Like,
Yeah.
like back when I'm so glad
I
you
take
have
a
that
break
too.
because every time I'm like, what if I just turn these
Here's
and
what
they
I've
go into my
decided. I think
eyeball?
my eyes get tired after cutting it for a
Probably.
while, and somehow that in my brain is like they're hurting. I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
hurt my.
poke my eyes.
We have given everyone watching today so much fuel to scare the crap out of us.
Oh, it's crazy.
We have shared all of
when
our
I
biggest
go up
fears.
a ski hill, I'm afraid I'm just gonna shoot off the other
Okay, but, like,
side.
let's
so
talk
I
about-
fall when I get up there, so that I don't like accidentally go down the other side of the mountain.
Well, and like, okay, so I don't like flying and all that stuff with the planes recently. Like, did you
It
see the
is
Southwest
freaky.
plane
Yes.
in
freaky.
Chicago?
There's
Yeah,
too much
right?
freakiness, and I flew, and I'm flying again.
You know what I saw though? My friend sent it to me. She said the only airline that's not reporting stuff is Spirit. We fly the heck out of
We
Spirit.
do, but I'm not lately. I'm
Yeah.
flying other places, which I'm
Yeah.
not crazy about. I like
No.
Spirit,
Yeah.
honestly.
Get that big blue seat and you're fine. Get an
Mhm.
exit row, totally fine. I don't need a free snack.
It is kind of nice to get the snacks though.
My kids, when we flew Delta on the way home from somewhere,
Cookies.
they had the screens and they got
Yeah.
Oh, they felt like they're a
snacks, and they were like,
celebrity.
what
Probably.
is this?
When we flew United last year to Arizona, and I was like, I got free movies. What?
I
I'm
can
not used
plug in
to
my
this.
phone.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah. You're
It
like,
is.
this is
Loved
not
it.
the Spirit Airlines
Well, we
experience.
kicked in the Biscoff cookies, so I bring them home for Sedona because she loves them.
I did too.
And then I mentioned to the stewardess or the airline attendant, what are they called now?
Flight attendant?
flight
Yeah.
attendant. That I was bringing home for my daughter. So she filled up
That was
like
nice.
a puke bag of
A
the
puke bag
cookies.
favorite bag.
Hey,
How
but it was
sweet.
very
Every time
sweet.
we get off the plane when we're somewhere, I grab 1 or 2 of those for the car.
Yes, that's
For a
smart.
stop.
They are so
Yeah.
good.
Especially when you're in like a rental car. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't need
They
you
should just sell those at
puking.
Rite Aid. 10-pack of puke bags.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the cookies. I'm like,
No,
where are
I
the,
meant the
I'm
puke
like,
bag.
where are the cookies?
I
I'm
grabbed that
missing
puke bag.
grabbing
Buy
them
those at
off the thing.
Kroger.
No, I meant
Oh.
grabbing them off the flight. I'm like,
Oh.
oh, I didn't know the cookies were just like a grab bag on your
Available.
way out.
I grabbed the puke bags.
I do. I've got one in my backpack and stuff just in case because they
Yeah.
are good.
Mm.
They are good ones.
I
Because
just
they're like
bought
that plastic
a sugar-free version of them that are made with monk fruit. Not quite
That
the
sounds
same.
terrible.
I hate
What's
monk fruit.
wrong
Yeah,
with
I've been
you?
trying to do more like things that are sweet because I have a sugar addiction, right? So I'm
Sure.
like, if I substitute, and I was doing a coffee creamer that had erythritol,
Yeah,
if I'm saying that
I
right.
hate that.
But I've heard that it actually damages your stomach microbiome. So now I'm going to monk fruit. So
I tried that.
you know me, guys.
Yeah, I tried that. But
I'll
that
try anything.
erythritol or whatever, my
Yeah.
body says, when I put it in my body says, this is not a real food.
Yeah.
Eliminate immediately.
And that's the problem too. They're like, just do real sugar half the time, right?
Yeah.
Some of these fake
Just
sugars,
eat
obviously
less.
aspartame, sucralose.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
some of it's just not good.
Bye,
so.
Patty. Enjoy your coffee. We
Oh,
also
that was
need
Patty
to go.
telling us.
We need to go too.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I'm like, this Facebook looks like it just kicked us out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
too
what
long.
AI is going to say for this one, but
I'm going to say
I-
3 crazy ladies.
irrational fears.
3 crazy ladies spout
Diagnosed
off for 50 minutes.
with ear whatever.
Acu detox.
So everybody have a great week,
We hope
and
you
we'll
enjoy
see
the
you
box.
in March. And
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the box.
Bye.
Well, almost bye. We have to do it over here first. And then we come over here.
Yeah, it was an interesting